and girls, and welcome back to Dad's Lab. Today we are here in Dad's Lab with all of these beautiful rocks. And we noticed that the rocks, are they all the same shape? They're not. Just like they're all different colors, and we've explored that some of them are transparent that you can see through, or opaque, you can't see through. Today, we're going to explore the different shapes of rocks. Remember the shapes that we've done in class, that the sphere is the ball shape, that the box, it looks like a rectangle from the front and the side and the top. What about the cube? What's that one look like? It's the square. It's a square front and a square on the top and a square on the back. Square all directions. We'll also see some very unusual shapes like diamonds and things today. Okay, so let's ask Dad. Here's Dad.
Hello, how are you? Hey, it's good to be back with you, and thanks for coming to my lab again. Let me show you some things about shapes, okay? As your teacher said, there are about 6,000 different minerals in the world today. Maybe even more, they keep finding new ones. But what we know is that all these minerals have a very distinctive shape. Sometimes the same mineral has different shapes, but you can tell a mineral by its shape many times, okay? And for example, your teacher mentioned the cube, okay? Now this is a cubic crystal of pyrite from Spain, which is created by God just like that, all right? It grew like that. In fact, here's proof of that by seeing how they come out of the stones. See those crystals there? They grow out of those stones in Spain, and they're very, very beautiful. But that's the way God decided to make them. And then other crystals are in different shapes. For example, you would never call this a cube. This is actually a hexagon, and means it has 6 sides. But the sides are not all equal, and so it's very distinctive to quartz. So you can tell what quartz looks like by the shape of the crystal many times, okay? Then there are crystals or minerals which are different shapes. Here, for example, is, can you say this word? A rhombohedral. This is a...
Rhombohedral,
yeah, right.
That's a big word.
Yeah, see, it's a cube, but set on its side like that. You never call it a cube because the angles are not right angles. This is a rhombohedral.
Looks like someone squashed it this way.
Characteristic of quartz, of calcite. And so then it comes in different colors. The calcite, purple calcite is the same, but it's that rhombohedral shape. If you see that rhombohedral shape, you could be almost sure it is a calcite, okay? Now, there are some other shapes of crystals here too. One of them is,
I wonder if he has any that are shaped like spheres.
Oh, spheres. You know, I
don't. Any spherical shapes? But I think I see a spherical shape inside of there, inside of that big geode.
Oh, there you go. There's one. Thank you, teacher. Yeah, this is a big geode from India, and it's got a little fuzzy ball in there, right? That's a mineral called oconite, and it does form a ball, a sphere. It does. You don't want to touch it, though, because it's made up of very tiny crystals, needle crystals. Looks like fur, but it's not. It's crystals, and if you touch them, they break off. So that is a good example of a spherical crystal shape. Very, very good.
So that's a geode, and see how the geode has other little crystals and geodes inside, or rocks inside of it.
Yeah, they do.
So it's all contained like that, but that's just the way it was made.
Yeah. But resist the temptation and stick your finger in there because you might mess up the sphere. All right. What else do we have? We have some flat minerals that just don't have a particular spherical shape like or crystal shape like the others, but this is a very flat one called feldspar. And it's from Ukraine. And it's you can recognize it by the way it breaks apart. By a flat shape like that.
So a shape that is flat, we call that a plane.
Yeah.
A plane is a flat surface or a flat shape. We have some of those in our blocks. Now I do see one in that box, Dad, that is an ovoid shape.
Ovoid
Do you see
shape.
an ovoid shape?
one
I
here?
see a couple of ovoids there.
Okay, we'll talk about an ovoid shape. Here's a shape of marcasite. It's a mineral from Mississippi, and it is an unusual shape of minerals. You don't find too many like that, but I keep it because it's so unusual.
You see how that, it looks like an egg, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That egg shape, it's an oval every direction you put it. So that, remember from our ball study, the ovoid is a three-dimensional oval.
Now here's another geode with crystals inside the opening. You've got two kinds of crystals from India too, but they're rather small, but they're pointy little crystals that are characteristic of Goose Creekite. That's the name of the mineral. Okay?
Goose Creekite.
Goose Creekite, that's right.
Do you have anything that is shaped like a triangle? A pyramidal shape, pyramid?
Yes, I do.
Or
but
cone?
They're small ones. Triangle-shaped crystals are found in here, in that one, if you can see it, but you have to look really close to see it.
See, those are triangles that are in a little
shape.
itty-bitty triangles.
Right. And here's some, what they call tabular crystals. They're sprays like this. See, they're skinny on one dimension, but kind of fat on the other, and they grow tall. But that is a beautiful piece of stibnite from China. And that's typical of the way stibnite looks.
I guess the way the stibnite is all together in one cluster makes a triangle, doesn't it?
I guess you could say that.
You know, you could kind of draw a triangle. I see three sides and 3 points.
Yeah. So this is another example of a cubic crystal. We talked about pyrite before, that's cubic. So is salt. You put salt on your food on the table at home. Well, if you grind this up, you can put this in a salt shaker and use it for salt, because it's natural salt coming from Germany. And if you lick it, it would taste just like salt, because it is. So that is a salt crystal, a cubic crystal. So you looked at cubic crystals, rhombohedral crystals, flat crystals, hexagonal crystals, 6 sides.
Ovoids.
And one more, and ovoids.
Oh, I see a box shape, Dad.
Here's another one. Here's another one. One more.
You see there? I see those are rectangles.
Yep.
Those are the boxes.
Yeah.
See there? So it's a rectangle on the side and on the top.
Now here,
That's a box.
look at all the sides of this crystal. This is a garnet from Alaska, and it's a dodecahedral crystal, it's called. Can you say dodecahedral? That means 12 sides. Okay?
Dodecahedral. 12 sides.
It's a decahedron. That's right, dodecahedron. So that is a beautiful example of a garnet crystal from Alaska. And there's another one that's very important to me because I happen to like the state of Connecticut. It's also a dodecahedral crystal of garnet from Connecticut, and it's the state rock of Connecticut. All right? Yeah, that's right. Let's see, what else do we have?
I see a rock that's shaped just like a circle, but it's not three-dimensional circle like a sphere.
This is a pyrite sun, it's called. So it looked like a sun. I don't think you have a name for that crystal shape exactly. It looks like it's squashed, okay? But it was made that way and found in Illinois, all right? That's where it comes from.
See how flat it is?
Yeah.
So this is a circle.
Yeah.
Just like some of our magnetic circles, it goes round and round.
Yeah.
There's no sides and no angles or points.
Sometimes you have to get a magnifying glass like this and look real close to see what the crystal shape is.
Oh boy.
All right.
Well, Dad, thank you so much.
You're
Today we got to see several different shapes of rocks and minerals in Dad's lab. And so I wonder what we'll learn next time. Today, when you go out and you're playing outside, look for different rocks of different shapes. See if you can tell me what shape it is.
Right.
And collect a whole bunch of different kinds.
And take them home to your mom and dad, who'll be thrilled.